How long does it take for credit repair to work? That's a great question. You probably sent off your first letter and everything came back verified. Or you just got denied for a loan and you're trying to figure out, how can I remove these collections off my credit report? Or better yet, some accounts came on your credit report, some collections came on your credit report, and you're just trying to figure out, how long it's gonna take, what I need to do, help me out. I got you. I'm gonna break everything down step by step by step. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. So in today's class, we're going to be discussing how long it takes for credit repair to work, how to create the perfect letter to set the credit bureaus up, what's the best credit report to use to knock the credit bureaus out, and the 2 laws you must know if you want to fix your credit score. So with that being said, go grab a pen, go get some paper, and you already know, go get something to drink because class is gonna be lit. Did you know 1 out of 5 Americans have something incomplete or inaccurate on their credit report, which is a huge problem, and that's just with 1 credit bureau. So you're probably wondering, what does that mean for you? According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is 15 USC 1681, everything has to be complete and accurate, and this is how you're gonna be able to get anything removed from your credit report. So go grab your credit Bible, because we about to get into the word. All right, 15 USC 1681 E.B, right? Let me basically break it down to you. Accuracy of report, right? Compliance procedure, accuracy of report. Whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedure, to ensure maximum, keyword maximum, possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates to, all right? Now, that was the first law. Now, the second law you want to know is 15 USC 1681 I, number 5. And let's read it really quick. Treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. In general, if after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by consumer, an item of the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, keyword shall, right, promptly delete the information from the file of the consumer reporting agency or modify the item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation and promptly notify the furnisher of that information that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. So after hearing that information and reading that information, you're probably wondering, how can you use those laws to your advantage? Man, this is gonna be great. You need to get your credit report, and the best credit report to get is with Identity IQ. And it's gonna look something similar to this. So once you grab your credit report, I got it blown up, all right? Once you grab your credit report, what you're gonna see is information that's incomplete and inaccurate. What do I mean by that? Go to an account that's negative, and what you're gonna see is the account number is probably gonna be wrong. You're gonna look at the date open, it's probably gonna be wrong, but I want you to go line item by line item for every specific account that's negative, that's actually holding your credit score back, all right? So if you have collections, charge-off, bankruptcy, evictions, student loans that's holding your credit score back, go line item by line item and just look what I'm talking about. The date open is inaccurate. You're probably gonna see that. High credit, date of last payment, last reported, date last active. All these specific things is probably gonna be inaccurate. So what you're gonna see on Transunion, Experian, and Equifax, what you're gonna see is everything is not complete and accurate, and it's not reporting the same on Equifax and Experian, Transunion. And you're just gonna go line item by line item and check all the inaccuracies, right? And you're not gonna dispute just yet. So what you're gonna do is create the perfect letter to set the credit bureaus up, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So let's get into it. Hey, now it's time to set the credit bureaus up. It's time to create that perfect letter so we can set them up and then knock them out. But most importantly, here's what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we want to make this simple. So you want to have your name, of course, your address, and you want to put, of course, today's date. As you can see on the report, you want to put the actual date. Put your name, address, date, and then to whom concerned. Experian, Transunion, and Equifax, who you talking to, all right? If you just want to put Experian right here, we can put Experian. You want to put Equifax, but to whom it concerned. And then after that, you just basically saying, I just recently looked at my credit report, and you can put today's date again. I wanted to make sure that everything is 100% correct and accurate. Can you reinvestigate the accounts listed below? Now, the reason why we're saying it like that is because they should already did an investigation when they added it to your credit report, right? We talked about it on 15 USC 1681 E. We talked B. We talked about A. They were supposed to already check and make sure everything was complete and accurate. But we're asking them to do it again by asking them to reinvestigate the accounts listed below. Now, what we're not doing is telling them to check the open date last active. We're making them do their job. We're telling them to do what they need to do. All right. It's not our job to update or tell them to do this. We're telling them to check every specific information. All right. So what you want to do now is after you put that, you want to add the account name, of course, right here, and the account number, all right? And then what we're telling them to do is reinvestigate the completeness of every piece of information, and if it's not accurate, please remove it from my credit report. It's that simple, all right? So telling them to do something specific, check everything on that specific account, and if it's not accurate, please remove it. Now, the account name and account number you can get from the credit report, all right? As you saw when I talked about it earlier, you get the account name, and then we put the account number, and we're going to do that for all the negative accounts that's actually holding your credit score back. So just list all of them. If you have 5, 10, 15, 20, it doesn't matter. List all your negative accounts, even your bankruptcy. We want to do their job. So how they do their job is by letting them know how to do it. So we're telling them to reinvestigate the completeness and accuracy of every piece of information. Now you understand how to create the perfect letter to set the credit bureaus up. Most importantly, you understand how to read your report and pinpoint those inaccuracies that's holding your credit score back. But most importantly, you understand the laws so you can knock the credit bureaus out to remove those negative accounts that's actually holding you back. But you're probably wondering how long this is going to take, when I'm going to start seeing some results. I want you to approach this as a 12-round heavyweight fight against the credit bureaus, all right? Round for round, blow for blow, we're going to knock them out. We're going to make them throw in the towel. So how are we going to make them throw in the towel? Based off of us sending in that first letter, the credit bureaus is going to respond back to you. And one thing is going to happen, two things are going to happen. Either credit bureaus verify those accounts, or guess what? Or one more thing, the credit bureaus verify those accounts, or they didn't respond to you, or they got the accounts removed. But most importantly, how are you going to respond back to them? You're going to leverage the laws. There's multiple laws you can use based off of how they responded back to you. 15 USC 1681 I-5, 15 USC 1681 S-2, 15 USC 1681 I letter A, right? Based off of how they respond is based off how you're going to respond back to them. And you're going to go blow for blow, pound for pound, and there are other places you can use that can also help you out to knock the credit bureaus out, which is the CFPB, BBB, Attorney General, and most importantly, guess what? The consumer lawyer can also help you get things removed. So what we want to do is go round for round, give yourself time, just don't quit, continue sending letter after letter, law after law, and use other people to help you. But in the meantime, as you're knocking the credit bureaus out, you want to be building accounts on your credit report. The different accounts you want to start building, or the different places you want to use, is Rent Reporters, Rent Karma, Boom Pay, Tomo Credit, Cheese. These are places do no credit check. So if you're ready to knock the credit bureaus out and set them up, and go grab this free secret letter 2.0 so you can knock the credit bureaus out.